What up, what up? Welcome back to another episode of Wake Up with Wops. I was up at 5 in the morning this morning because I decided to check my phone, check my portfolio, and it was not looking good. Crypto keeps crashing. The SPY and QQQs were actually gapping down. They were a little bit below the 50 SMA around like 652 when I woke up. And now Trump came out saying that there's no tariffs on China and they're trying to make a deal. So the pre-market kind of ate that back up. Kind of the same with the Qs. When I looked, the pre-market was down here by the yellow line, the 50-day moving average. And now we've went back up in the pre-market. It's just crazy how quick sellers and buyers react. But this video is mostly just on Bitcoin and Ethereum and why I think it might be good times to actually buy Bitcoin and Ethereum. Now, looking at the day chart, it's not looking too well. It's looking like it's selling off and maybe it had a little topping pattern. And it's at the 200-day moving average, which if it's below the 200-day moving average on the daily chart, that means it's going to start becoming in a downtrend. But if we go to the higher time frame on the weekly, you can see here on bull markets, that yellow line, that 50-day moving average always gets respected. It tests there a couple times and then always gets respected and does a little bounce from there. So I'm hoping we might continue going down maybe to 101, 100, maybe even 99, 98,000. Just because if it breaks 100K, people are going to start getting bearish. But then maybe we find support there and then it starts rallying up. And then when we start rallying up, then that's when we get these breakoffs, all-time highs. Maybe we'll break that off and then finally hit the top. I do think we're ending the end of the cycle. But for now, I don't think it's over yet. We're looking at the weekly close. Now, if the weekly candle closes below like 98,000, then I'll say it's starting to become bearish and we might get a further downside move. We might be in a bear market. Let's look at Ethereum on the weekly. These are higher time frame, guys. So each candle here is a week long. So this is a very, very high, long time frame. It's pulling back to the 20 SMA. So not even as deep as Bitcoin. So if it finds support around this level, it might be even a better risk to reward play than going to Bitcoin. Just because it's probably going to have a further move. If it breaks that 4,800, 4,700 all-time high, who knows? Maybe we finally see that 6,000 ETH. At this moment, the sentiment on crypto, Twitter, on X, it's not doing too well. People think it's the bear market. We think it's over, which usually, guys, is the best time to buy. When people are saying it's over, when it's extreme fear in the indexes and stuff, that's usually the best time to buy it long-term wise. As a trader, I'm just sitting waiting for a reversal. If anything, we flip short soon. But right now, I'm not really doing much. On my long-term portfolio, I'm adding a couple stocks and crypto coins. Let's look at Solana. This is the weekly chart, guys. Again, pulling back to the moving averages here, the 50 SMA and 20 SMA. But you can still hear when we zoom out, guys, these coins are still kind of in an uptrend. So it could be good times to buy and ride that last wave of this cycle. Lastly, let's look at Tau on the daily chart because this coin was an AI coin that was doing good recently. We talked about it in the previous videos. It's finally pulling back to these moving averages. If we see some strength here, maybe we can enter into Tau, especially for people that missed that move because it started actually doing pretty well right after that cascade on Friday. It rebounded, probably one of the best coins on my watch list. So it's good to have in mind, knowing that it bounced so good after that bad news that it's probably going to do good once Bitcoin finds its way. And again, guys, right now, altcoins, I'm not really going through any of these, guys. I'm just talking a lot because there's not really good setups here. I would not really buy altcoins right here unless you're long-term believers and you want to hold the bag for a long time. Right now, our eyes are on Bitcoin. Our eyes are on Ethereum. Whatever Bitcoin and Ethereum do is going to tell the rest of the market. So we really need to find support soon for Bitcoin and then continue rallying because hopefully the bull market's not over. We want to continue making money. Also, I want to show you guys something you could use to look at the opposite of Bitcoin. So this is USDT dominance. When this is going up, that means Bitcoin and crypto market is going to be going down. That means people are selling their position to get into USDT. Now, when you see USDT crashing like this, when it's going down, that's most likely when the market was going up, when it was rallying up, because people were getting out of USDT, buying altcoins, buying Bitcoin, Ethereum, and that was making the USDT dominance drop. So this is a good chart to look at, guys, when you don't know what really is going on in the market. Right now, it's going up USDT dominance. So people are trying to get risk off. They're selling their bags, maybe taking profits, who knows? But yeah, right now might be a good time to buy. Peace.